Charlene Bauer, Ladies Off-Road Network, and we are live at 5 on a Tuesday night. And tonight I want to talk about education. Oh my gosh, we have so much education. We have it here, we have it there, we have it everywhere, we have it now, we have it before now, we have it now, we have it a lot in the future. We have so much education for you to take advantage of. But the thing is, you gotta take advantage of it. Hi. All right, everybody say your hellos as you're coming in. Tonight is about education. I'm going to give you lists and lists of stuff. I encourage you to share this with your friends as well. This is a big one. And yeah, we're just going to start trucking through it because we're going to start off with, of course, Ladies Off-Road Network. Did you know that at the beginning of all this COVID scene, and I was pushed back to my desk to sit there full time, I made this really cool sheet, and it's called Master Education Link or something, I don't know. Master Education Sheet, that's what it is. If you go to our website, it's on every single side column, it's on the front page, it's everywhere. It's our master education list, ladies. Every single piece of education that we've ever posted on Ladies Off-Road Network is also filtered onto that one page. Now, do we have everything possible for you to read and learn about right now? Nope. Sorry. But we're working on it. And if you have a specific topic that you want, you just gotta let me know, because that means other people want it too, which also means I need to get typing, right? So help me with your topics that you want to learn about so that we can add that in also. But for now, it's there. It's convenient, easy to use, good starting tool. Great space for you to get going with some education. So you can do that right now. LadiesOffRoadNetwork.com, and then you can look on any side panel, any master page, and right there you can see the master education list. All right. Today I'm all fired up. Who out there watched our morning live? Not here. It was on YouTube with the Hova group, Hawa group, and they are all van folks. They live in their vans across the country. They're doing all kinds of really cool stuff. But Hawa also has a ladies group as part of it. And so they run this online or this program every year. They all have like what we have as a convention. They have as a rendezvous. And so they have their big rendezvous. And then they have like 4 separate days just for the ladies. All right. Last year, I got to go and speak live, which was very exciting because they're in Quartzsite, only a couple hours away. This year, everything is weird, right? So we're still doing things online, but the weirdness really benefited everybody, and I didn't know how to put that into the positive of COVID. I'm like, you can't really put positive and COVID in the same sentence together and think that there's a positive that comes out of it. So my Facebook message was just like bluntly, okay, here it is. But sorry, here's a positive of COVID. Everybody got to see my class this morning. So if you haven't got to see it, don't stress out. It was recorded. It's on their YouTube channel. I'll be pushing the link out later so that everybody can grab it. But it was cool. I'm seeing a lot of people did get to see it. Yay, thank you for joining. But it was about engine basics, and it's not something that I talk about very often because we're always like, okay, we got to go off-road, we got to pull winch line, we got to change tires, we got to use high lifts, like we got to do all these things, right? And I don't really always get in tune with, hey, oil, air and fuel, power. We need to keep our vehicle running so that we can go forward, and what you need to do as far as those components go, the maintenance to it, and everything else. So take an hour. It's me. You know how I go. And I had Starbucks this morning too, so you really know how it went. So I talked for an hour about engine and basics, maintenance, and then in typical Charlene fashion. I'm like, instead of having the 15 minutes at the end that you guys want to do a bunch of questions, which the only questions they're going to ask me is, what kind of oil do I put in my vehicle? I don't know. Google it, right? So I talked him out of that whole phase, and I'm like, how about you give me 15 minutes to talk about tires instead? Because tires are way cooler than answering what kind of oil should I use. And so they did. So I also talked about 15 minutes of tires, gave some thought process on airing up and down, etc., etc. So it's fun. I think. I haven't rewatched it. I only bumbled my words a couple times, I think. I don't know. I'm giving myself pretty good credit for that one. So that's the Engine Basics. It's online. I will be posting it into our master list, but I will also be pushing it out. And I do hope that you guys take an hour to watch it. All right. Thank you, everybody who watched it. Throw yourself a heart. That was a cat behind the wall. Oh my goodness. Throw yourself a heart if you watched it. I appreciate you. Good job. You learned something. Actually, what did you learn? Did you learn anything? Give me a little bit of feedback. Tell me you learned something, because I packed that baby the best I could. Next one. You don't know anything about this one yet. All right? This one you know nothing about. This is cool. So a lot of you may or may not know that I am part of SEMA, the SBN, which is SEMA Businesswomen's Network, SBN. And it's SEMA is the Specialty Equipment Manufacturers Association. It's our big association that covers all automotive. And so then there's a ladies group, and I'm on the board there, the select committee of that. As part of that select committee, one of the goals for 2020 was to put together a program with education for ladies to really give ladies something to be useful, to be helpful for them to grow in business. All right, now you got to understand this is a business category. With that being said, the group that, because then we go into little committees, right? You have your big committee, and then we all get into little committees. And the little committee that was in charge of putting this education, that packaged together, nailed it. Holy cow. So we had our meeting, and they brought this education program to the big meeting and said, hey, girls, this is what we've been working on, and this is what we put together. Now, I had been asked to be a speaker at one, but I didn't know the big picture. I'm like, sure, that works in my calendar. In September, like, we're planning these all the way out. Luckily, I already had our calendar set, and I'm like, blocked. Yes, that works into my calendar. This is so cool. There's a cat. There's a cat somewhere in here. I hope it's a cat. I hope it's not a rat. Oh, there's a bell. I think I see it. There's 4 different, here's the list. There's 4 colors. There's 4 tracks is what we'll call it. 4 tracks of education that you can be a part of. Now, anybody can be a part of it. You do not have to be a SEMA member. You don't have to be an SBN member. You don't have to be anything. You can be a Charlene friend. All right. You're in because I'm in. How about that? Just come with me. You do have to sign up to get the link, which is fine, but you don't have to be any other part of it. Or feel like you have to pay something. It's all free. This is an education, awesome opportunity, business oriented. So the 4 tracks, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm glad you all think that this is entertaining. I'm just waiting for a wall to smash down on me. That's all. If you guys have been here, you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's 4 tracks. Let's start with the green track. The green track is sharpening your soft skills. Sharpening your soft skills series. Okay, soft skills. So I'll just read the session names really fast. Navigating career advancement conversations, asserting yourself in the workplace, securing education and skill training for current and future positions, effective conflict management, the value of managing different personalities, and network your way to beneficial connections. Awesome program. Blue Track is the team management series. This is empower and boost morale with limited resources, reducing micromanagement and increasing employee self-sufficiency, how to keep productivity at a maximum, the value of a diverse team, and identify the right candidate. The yellow team is for C-suites. That's our more top manager level. What challenges are you facing in 2021? There's be a group that gets together, sharing their wisdom and achieving work-life balance. Again, I'm not running that one. Okay, and then there's a pink track. The pink track is perfecting your job search series. So if you're in a job search, or you feel like one day you need to be in a job search, if you're in a good job, that's fine. You're always building your resume. You're always planning for the next thing. So how do you continue to plan? Session 1, resumes, do's and don'ts, your interview skills, everything but the kitchen sink of job hunting, and thriving from day 1 to day 365. So 4 amazing series of education that you can pick up from a business perspective. I already have these on the Ladies Offer Network calendar. If you guys have not seen our calendar before, again, it's on every page of our website. It's in the sidebar just above the link that gets you to the master education sheet. All right. So if you aren't kind of jumping onto the website every once in a while, don't lose track of a few of those types of pieces. If you decide in your infinite wisdom that you want to add our Google Calendars to your Google Calendars, that's fine. Just remember, there's like 4 of them. There's not one. My Google Calendar has to look all pretty in colors too. So there's 4 different calendars. And one of those has to be other ladies programs, which is what this SEMA program is listed under other ladies programs. All right. I think that that's important. So important definition as, hey, this is a Ladies Offer Network program, and then this is another program that's hosted by that you are welcome to because we're part of Ladies Offer Network. Another program. Okay. So that's that one. And then as we set our goals and everything, and goals always turns into health and wellness, right? Especially at the beginning of the year. Of course, I'd love to lose 12, 22, 72 pounds too. Yes, I would. But we all have our goals. So this is a group that is getting together right now every Thursday through our doTERRA group. If you're interested, you need to text me. Can somebody write this down? 480-490-2019. You just got to text me and I'll get you into the WhatsApp group for this doTERRA scene. And every Thursday night, they're just doing an hour call. They meaning we, because I'm on it too. But Wendy is leading it. Or doTERRA Wendy is leading it last week, but it is recorded from last week. I have oils. Now what? Okay, so now we start into pain management. The next week is nutrition and supplements. The next week is toxic-free living. The next week is skincare. The next week is stress, sleep, and emotions. None of us have challenges with that, do we? The next week is women's health. Oh yeah, perfect there too. And then the next week is oils for every age. So it's a really good group, and they're all getting online. And Wendy is rolling through helping people understand some of these from the doTERRA side, of course, and from a health and wellness side. So I wanted to put that out there as another piece of education. We have a lot of education from all different perspectives. Some people have been asking me about Kajabi, which is where we hosted last year's resolution, which is the working on your 4x4. I keep getting them done. Yay. I'm going to get there, I swear. but they are getting done one at a time. I just can't celebrate that until it's all done. But it is going well. We're still in there. There's still education coming from that perspective as far as the big group of how to work on your 4x4 goes. We also have more that's going to come in there as well. But I have not, I think what I'm trying to clear up is for the 2021 resolution group. You've been asked, a couple of you have asked me, I don't have access to Kajabi yet. You're correct, you don't, but I'll talk about that in a minute. I have not put that in there. I did put it on the website though. So the other piece that I want to talk about as far as education goes is tread lightly. So I am very proud of some people that I have seen have gone in and done the tread trainer class. It's like a little online class. It's free. You just go through the whole series and you get an awesome certificate at the end. I encourage you to take some time and do it. It takes about an hour. Get on there. You get to learn some cool stuff. You get a fancy certificate at the end. Why wouldn't you do it, right? And it's part of the Tread Lightly initiative that we have as Ladies Off-Road Network this year, thanks to your leadership team. Two things about Tread Lightly. We'll keep going with the education side. The education side. You have an ability to become a tread trainer, okay? So I am what's called a master tread trainer. I can speak to people about Tread Lightly, and I can teach people how to speak to people about Tread Lightly. Therefore, I can host classes to teach you how to be a Tread Lightly representative, how to be a tread trainer, which we're going to do attached to some of our glamping trips. What does this mean for you? Okay, you take the fancy class online, that's great. You're now an advocate, you go out on the trails, you do awesome things, you do it right. But do you want to speak in front of groups? If you go to an event, if you have a group of people around you in your local area, right? Speaking mostly of your local area, is that something that you are wanting to, it's like a half an hour presentation, it can be a half hour, it can be an hour, whatever. You make this presentation on behalf of Tread Lightly about the tread training principles. If that's something that you want to do, spectacular, you got to become a tread trainer. So then you become certified. Does that make sense? I'm that person that can help you be that person. All right, cool with that? Now, on my list, it is a full 8-hour class that you have to take. Yay. Yay for both of us. And so to help you and help everybody do it, I have tried my hardest to attach these to glamping trips. So if you're coming this direction, we're going to set ourselves in here for 8 hours, which I'm not really sure how all of us are going to not like spin out after a few hours and get you that certification. It's really important though that we do this. So March 3rd is one of them. They're on your calendar. I'm just looking at the calendar. April 25th is one of them. July 21st is one of them. I did it as part of the man edition so that if guys want to do it, it'd be a great thing if the two of you want to partner and do it together. And then August 25th and September 22nd. So right now, that's what's on the calendar. If something does not match for you, and this is something that is a priority, it's one of your goals, communicate to me, please, and let's see what's happening in the zone or what would be the best idea. There are some other options out there, but I'm not going to present them until I have other people saying, hey, what about this? Or hey, what about that? I'm open, you guys. I'm open to your questions, your needs, your whatever, but you still got to ask, okay? So I am excited about that as well. It's an education opportunity for you to learn and then turn it back out and be the teacher and teach other people as well, which I think is really exciting. Okay? All right. The other half to tread lightly conversation is I had some ladies ask, hey, remember last year? Like during the 12 days of Christmas, 12 days of giving, which was out of control because you kept going live every single day and filling our brain with all this stuff. But one of those days, there was something about tread lightly and picking up trash and like getting entries and stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff like that. So here's the deal. Just as a reminder, if you're going out and you're going wheeling, you're going out into the wilderness, take a trash bag. Your goal right now, this is the simple wording. Your goal is to go pick up trash. When you fill out the form for Tread Lightly, and this will all be online here in a minute. I couldn't get it finished just before Live at 5, sorry. But if you, when you're filling out the form, what you need to do is add in the weight of the bag. I know, slightly awkward, but we found Jo Marie found a couple fish scales and things that we could use. So I'm going to post those up with the Amazon link that benefits Ladies Off-Road Network, as I'm very clear about. So you can utilize a fish scale if you want to. You can take your bathroom scale. Hashtag make sure there's batteries in it. Slight internal joke. And make sure that you have something that you can kind of weigh it with. Am I going to be standing over you making sure that you weigh it correctly? All right. Good plan. You also need to log your hours. So it's also a time thing. And then if anybody helped you, right? If you had multiple people helping you and such, then I am asking for a picture. I'd really like to gather a photo gallery of everybody being awesome. And that's your submission to us for entries into the bowl for next 12 days of giving. And 12 days of giving next year, you have to earn your name into the bowl. So this is one of those ways. For every pound of trash that you pick up, you get a name into the bowl for the giveaways. Not talking about what the giveaways are right now because, well, I just don't know. We'll cross that bridge in about 10 more months. But I think it's going to be pretty fun. So that is, take a trash bag with you every time that you go on the trail. Take a few minutes of your day to make an impact by picking up trash. Take a picture, submit a couple sentences about your experience for Ladies Off-Road Network and Tread Lightly social media. Weigh your bag and log the time it took to execute the cleanup. This is for Tread Lightly's documentation. That's very important. They get paid from the government based on pounds and hours. Okay? 1 entry per pound of trash into the year-long program. The other one, I'll go on because I have it all listed right here. Spread the word about tread principles. So take a picture and submit a couple sentences about the experience. Your experience is giving other people ideas on how they can spread the word too. So if you've taken the free class and you've done that, and then you go out and you do something and you're like, hey, pick this trash up, take a picture, do something, send me an email. That gets you 2 entries per email submission. Become a tread trainer. When you become a tread trainer, you get 10 entries. I think it's very important. And then host a Tread Principles 30-minute plus class. So once you become that tread trainer and then you choose to host a class to empower other people, that will then be also 10 entries into the drawing. The drawing will be during the 12 days of giving in 2021. All right. And yes, Peggy, everything will be on the website. It's almost done. I just have to fancy up a couple things. So hopefully tonight before I go to bed, that baby will be up on that homepage. But I'm not 100% guaranteeing it. Got a couple other things going on. All right. So I just really, we say education all the time, right? But we're over here and we're over here and we're over here and we're talking about this, we're talking about that, we're talking about this, and all these things. It's on Ladies Off-Road Network, on our website. Get to the website. There's the master education page. That's your master. Is everything there that you could ever ask for? No, it's not. So if it's not there and you need something, let me know so I can get typing and writing and getting it up in there. All right? It's a work in process. It will always be a work in process. If you came in late, please, if you did not join my class this morning on basic engine maintenance, grab the link. I'll be sending it out. It was an awesome presentation. I think so anyways. That's on me. I think it was an awesome presentation. You guys can say what you want. And it's available online on YouTube through the group. We have the SEMA SBN series, business oriented 100%. We got that going on for education. We got health right now through doTERRA with Wendy. She's got that channel going with education. We have Tread Lightly, where I can help you become a tread trainer so you can go out and educate others. You can do the simple online program as well. You can pick up trash. You can get entries in. There's just so much. There really is a lot. Sometimes I even forget how much is going on. It's like, oh yeah, alrighty then. And then there's this thing. Whose idea again was it to read a book? I did so well last week, and now this week I'm feeling like overwhelmed. I'm not going to make my chapters. All right, so let's move on to the 2021 resolution. And everybody stick with me, even if you're not part of it, because, well, it's all about goals, right? January is about goals. And regardless, we need goals in our life. I have loved this book. Yes, Peggy loves it too. I've heard people, Wendy last night, she's like, I hate books. And I love this book. And I'm like, right? This is nailing it for me. And the reason I think I like it the most is because it feels like it's Charlene just saying, hello already. This is what you need to do. There's a whole analogy in here. Last week we talked about the analogy of the vehicle and clearing the fog, right? So you got to clear as you're driving, you're in the fog and you can't go very fast. And as soon as you like start setting goals and stuff, it clears the fog. And so now you can just boom, go right after what you need. The next analogy that really picked me was, now we got these goals. How do we get to the goal? Well, hello ladies. I just posted today that there's another Southwest sale. How are you getting to a glamping trip? How have you decided to put your whole trip together in order to go to Moab next time? How have you put your schedule together this year in order to execute what you want? It's no different than going on a trip. Somehow, you've made a plane reservation. Somehow, you got to the plane reservation on time. Whether you made an Uber, or you drove, or you took a bus, or however you got there on time. And then that plane took you exactly to where you wanted to go. And then you got off the plane and somehow you got from that plane to your hotel or your tent or wherever you were going, right? And then you had an amazing time because you had all these cool things planned once you got there. But then, dang it, you have to go back. And so somehow you got back to the airport. And then you got back on the plane and you got back to where you're going. And somehow you got from there to there to there to there. You put goals together all the time. You put a process to get to that goal together all the time. Duh, right? It was like the perfect analogy. I loved it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a great thing. I'm totally bringing this up at Live at 5. You do this without even thinking about it. Now, some are better than others at this process. Some are better than others at putting their plan together. and making it on time and a few other things like that. And potentially somebody on here making it to the correct airport versus the wrong one. But everything ends up working out. Sometimes when you don't get to the right airport, you have to take an Uber and pay them extra to go extra fast to the right one. That's life. That's what happens. That's also part of goal setting, and that's also part of understanding it's not always going to go right. It's not always going to go perfect. It's going to be one of these things where all of a sudden, whoosh, we're supposed to go there, and we got to go there, and we need to figure out how to go from here to here really fast because, well, whoops. Said person is laughing very loud right now on her couch. All right. Beside the point, it is a big point. And it's a great analogy to think about once we set the goals, how to get to that goal, right? All right. So determining your true goals. This is what I want to talk about really fast tonight. If you go to ladiesoffroadnetwork.com and you go to the 2021 resolution, at the bottom, you got to scroll all the way down to the bottom. I typed in a bunch of typing on Sunday and I have not told you that it's there yet. So I have put the 7 keys to goal setting in there. And I've also put the 12 steps to set and achieve any goal in there. I've also put 2 videos. So if you're not in the Ready group, trust me, you're good. You do need to go and watch those videos. Now, I apologize. Mr. Brian Tracy does not have as much energy as I do on videos. so you're just going to have to manage Mr. Tracy's personality. It does not match this chaos right here. Okay? But the same point is you will get the information out of it that you need. So let's see here. 7 key steps to goal setting. The first one is write it down. You gotta postmark it to Charlene by January 31st. Write it down. Number 2, they have to be measurable and objective. It can't be fluffy and unreal. Measurable and objective. I'm gonna lose 20 pounds. Measurable and objective. I'm gonna read 1 book a month. Measurable and objective, right? Something somehow, and some of them are hard to put measurement to them, but somehow. Third key, goals must be time bounded with schedules, deadlines, and sub-deadlines. If there's no unrealistic goals, there's merely unrealistic deadlines. I think that's a big one. Each goal has to have a deadline. There's no unrealistic goal. Everything is achievable. There's only unrealistic deadlines. Like I have something that is ridiculously huge on my goal list. I put it there for last year. Did I get there? No, I even admitted I got halfway there. But I put the deadline on it for the year because, well, I kind of go year to year chapters. But I was totally content with getting halfway there. Can I get the other half this year? I don't know. It's still going to take a lot of work. But even if I get another half of the way there, I still think I'm going to be pretty content with that, knowing what it is that I'm trying to do. So this is a really good one. Goals must be time bounded with schedules, deadlines, and sub-deadlines. There is no unrealistic goal. You can do anything you want. Merely unrealistic deadlines. All right, number 4. Goals must be challenging. Stretch it, girls. Stretch it. Give it a try. Stretch a little bit. They gotta get you outside. Now, you can also have simple goals. I have some very simple goals. You know why I have simple goals? Guess why? Guess why I have simple goals? Let's see. I know there's a couple of you that know me well. Because I need to feel accomplishment. I want to feel accomplishment. So why do I not put a couple simple goals on there that I know are happening, I know I'll meet, I know will happen, Might take a couple months to get there, but guess what? I'm going to put it on the list anyways because I get to check it off. You get to give yourself some accomplishment. But then you got some that are like, boom, way out there, right? You got some that are way out there. And that's the big dog. That's the one you're out there for. Number 5, goals must be congruent with your values and in harmony with each other. You cannot have goals that are mutually contradictory. I've met people who want to be successful in business, but also want to play golf every afternoon. It's clearly not possible to realize both of these goals at the same time. I wanted to read that whole paragraph because otherwise it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So you have to have some that are congruent, right? Trying to get out there, trying to get those goals together. Number 6, goals must be balanced among your career and business, your financial life, your family, your health, your spiritual life, and your community involvement. Just as a wheel must be balanced to revolve smoothly, your life must be balanced. We'll keep moving on that one. We know where I fit into that circle. All right. Number 7. The 7th key. You must have a major, definite purpose for your life. Woo! That's a strong statement. You must have a major, definite purpose for your life. Now, one of us out there was posting that earlier this year. I need a purpose in my life. I need a purpose. I need something, right? I need that. I was like, ooh, let's keep reading this paragraph. You must have one goal that if you accomplish it, can do more to help you improve your life than any other single goal. So I wanted to define that a little bit more. Like, you don't need to sit around wondering what your purpose in life is right now. Please do not do that. That comes with time. That comes with reflection. That comes with a lot of things. So I want to make sure that we're understanding you must have one goal. One of these. This is that big dog. That one. Way out there. That one. If you accomplish it, you can do more to help you improve your life than any other single goal. It's on page 66, Bonnie. Your life begins to become great only when you decide upon a major, definite purpose and focus all your energies on achieving or obtaining that one single goal. Surprisingly enough, you'll find yourself achieving many others' goals as you move towards achieving your major goal, right? Makes sense. But you must have a major, definite purpose for your life. In addition to the 7 keys of achieving any goal, you must also have a method for goal setting. Okay, so I thought about this, and I don't want anybody to get overwhelmed by this because I think having a definite purpose in life is like, so let's not get overwhelmed by this. This is what I want. I want that big dog goal, the one I've been talking about that I said might not even get done this year. That one. That's mine. Okay, it's way out here. And then it says, surprisingly, you'll find yourself achieving many of your other smaller goals as you move towards achieving your major goal, which is true. There's like 10 things in line that I still have to do in order to get this one. And it's okay. It's okay. So that's that major one. That's that really, really big one. And it can absolutely do with health. It can absolutely do with business. It can absolutely be in financial world. It can absolutely be in anything. Hey, guess what? Up until 2 years ago, there was absolutely no way in my lifetime I thought I would own a diesel pusher motorhome. Ever. I mean, I wanted one. Strived to have one. At some point, I guess I decided I needed one. And it was in the plan. It was not the plan when I went to go do the plan. The plan was I need this one, and then that one we can buy, and then we can upgrade, and then, it was like a 2-3 consecutive thing. But there was so much going in that direction. Guess what? Now we have the beef. I never, ever thought that would be in the parking lot outside. All right? So you can start putting that big one out there. And there's a lot of things that you're going to have to accomplish to get there. But that's the one. Yeah, and then there's the glitter jet. Oh my jeez. There's that one too. There's like a lot more things. Actually, I just need to find the pilot and then we'll be fine. Okay, so 12 steps to achieve any goal. This is the other thing that is on the website that you can go do. So now that you've set your goals, right? This is the 7 steps to setting the goals. And that's what we're doing this month. Then there's 12 steps to set and achieve. And I also want to go through these because now we're not achieving them right now. We have like 10 more months to achieve. We're setting in month 1. So again, I don't want anybody to get all flustered about any of this. You're not late. We're all on the same page. But if you haven't signed up for the 2021 resolution yet, please do stats because I need to get you into the chat. The chat is on fire. Nice work. 12 steps to set and achieve any goal. Number 1, have a desire. Do what you really want. Hello? Goal setting. Do what you want. That's the whole point. Have a desire. Burning, intense desire for your particular goal. Number 2, believe that your goal is achievable. You gotta believe it. It may not be achievable this year, but guess what? I'm gonna do it, and you're gonna see it. Believe or have conviction. Belief as faith. This is interesting. This is me. Sorry, this is me. All high achievers in every field are men and women of tremendous faith and conviction. If you have ever spent time with me and you can't say that that is not underlined and has an exclamation point next to it, I don't know. But I have faith in myself and the people around me and the people that are keeping me going from above. And I also have conviction. Like if I want something, what do you think? Should you get in my way? All right, number 3, write your goals down. Write your goals down. Write it down. Write it down. There's a big word. I just read it. It's a big word. Hold on. Maybe I can find it fast. I'm not really sure. I just read it. Shoot. Oh my gosh. Okay, here you go. The act of writing down is a psychoneuromotor activity. Okay. Psycho, 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 neuro, Neuro, motor, Motor, activity. Yep. Psychoneuromotor. Okay, I want you all to say it really fast. Psychoneuromotor activity. This means that when you write down a goal of any kind, you activate your emotions, your intelligence, and your physical body. Writing a goal down with a pen and paper activates your visual, auditory, and kinesthetic senses. Writing the goal down on paper programs the goal into your subconscious mind, where it takes on a life of its own, working away 24 hours per day. AKA, be careful what you write down as your goals. Right? But I believe it. I'm one to write my goals down, and all of a sudden you're like, and I write them down at the beginning of the year, and I never look at them again until the end of the year. And by the end of the year, I'm honest. And at the end of the year, I'm like, wow, I did that. Wow, I did that. Wow. That was impressive. You know, they were important to me, and they were all big things, but you also get there, right? So write your goals down. Number 4, determine your starting point. 4th step is for you to analyze your starting point and the attainment of your goal. Where are you now? If you want to lose weight, the first thing you do is go weigh yourself, right? If you want to make money, if you want to have financial freedom, if you want to have whatever, How much money you got in the bank. Number 5, determine why you want it. Decide why you want a particular goal in the first place. Make a list of all the ways you will personally benefit by achieving that goal. Well, guess what? Financial freedom means we get a glitter jet and a couple more Jeeps and some more side-by-sides, all kinds of cool stuff, right? So make sure that you add fuel to the fire of achievement by putting all these fun toys in. I mean, that's why we're doing this, so we can go off-roading more. I'm making you do this so you can come camping with me. All right, number 6, set a deadline. So set a deadline for achieving your goal. A deadline is a best guess, which I appreciate. A best guess of when you will attain the goal, especially with everything in the chaos of the world going on right now. So just give it a shot, right? You may hit the bullseye, or you might hit to one side or the other. You might get it done sooner, you might get it done later, but give it a shot. Put it down as a goal. Identify the obstacles in your way. Determine what's standing between you and your goal. Why aren't you at the goal already? What's blocking you from the goal? Here's 2 exclamation points underlined next to this one. Are you ready? 80% of the reasons you are not attaining your goals are internal. They are within you rather than in the world around you. Only 20% of the obstacles are contained in your external situation or in other people. Average and mediocre people always blame their failures to make progress on the people and circumstances around them. Superior people always look into themselves and ask, what is it in me that's holding me back? Let's throw some hearts really fast for that one. Yep. All right, number 8, determine the additional knowledge and skills you need. What do you need to know? What information, what skills will be required to achieve something that you've never achieved before? You will have to do something you have never done before. To achieve something you have never achieved before, you will have to do something that you have never done before. So guess what? You're going to have to go learn something. I can't even tell you how many things I've had to learn. And on this big goal, that one way out there that I keep talking about, I got to learn a couple things in order to get there. But it's obtainable because I know how to do it. Well, I don't know how to do it yet, but I will. Number 9. How are we doing? You guys still with me? Number 9. Determine the people whose help you will need. Hey, who do you need? Who do you need in cooperation and assistance that you'll need to meet this goal? I already have my team together for my goal. They don't really know, but they do know because we're all kind of individually, awkwardly working on something together, but they don't know. Make a plan, put it all together. Step number 10, make a plan to achieve your goal. A plan is an organized list of tasks that you'll have to complete to get where you are from where you go. Basically a subset of small goals, right? Subset of small goals. Number 11, visualize your goal continually. Visualize your goal every single day. Imagine the pride, the satisfaction, and happiness you would experience if you were already the person you wanted to be with the goal that you wanted to enjoy. Fair enough? You want that car? You want that Jeep? Drive by it every day. Tell me you're not going to figure out how to get it. Right? And number 12, never give up. Finally, goal setting is to back everything you do with persistence and determination. Persistence and determination. You will encounter many setbacks and disappointments on the way to your goal. This is inevitable and unavoidable. But guess what? You have to decide right now in advance, ain't nothing getting in my way. That's not what it said. That you're going to bounce rather than break. Way more important. Bounce up rather than break. So, yeah, then it goes on to take action today, apply the 12-step process. You will amaze yourself and you can do it. So I think it was worth going through the 7 steps and then going through the 12 steps. Maybe a little more energetic than the videos, but the videos that he put together have a lot more depth into them because, well, they're his words and his stuff. So I really think that it's important that you guys still have an opportunity to go watch that if you want to. If you're reading the book, you're in it. If you're not reading the book, be in the chat right now. If you're not a part of the 2021 resolution, go online and sign up today. You can get into the chat. Starting today, we started doing passages out of this book, which is basically the cliff notes for everybody that's not reading, which is fine. You do not have to read any books. I am the last one to start a book club or require you to read books. So you get the cliff notes if you would like them. But you have to be in our chat area and WhatsApp for the resolution in order to do that. So that's happening right now. You can get all of that going on. I feel that now that we have this bulk, this how to set your goals, you can really start nailing them down, get the motivation. We have like 2.5, 3 more weeks before, well, it's not even 2.5 weeks. It is ridiculous. It's already the 19th of January. You have a week and a half to write your goals out and then get them out. You know, as long as you mail them by the end of next week. I don't want them super fast. I want them to be something that you've put time into, okay? The rest of the book is good. It's helping you kind of understand some thought processes on some different high-level goals like health, financial freedom, etc. And then I see the third portion of the book is how to execute the goals, which is what we got 10 more months to do. Right now, we're goal setting. So let's get those goals set. Start using the 7-step and 12-step process so that you can do the best that you can. And then we do want to get them postmarked by January 31st because that closes a door, right? That's saying, okay, we got this. Now let's do this. Got it? Are we here? Yes? No? In? Out? Holy cow, 12 days. Woo! All right. So about that, goal setting. All right. I don't know. What questions do you guys have? Everybody's good? I think we're good. We talked a lot today. So we did education, master education list is on Ladies Off-Road Network. Today, Engine Basics was I was a guest at a convention, which was online, which was very cool. And so make sure that you guys grab that. I'll be sending it out. It's on the YouTube channel, on their YouTube channel. We have the SBN SEMA series, which is business series. We have the health series, which is doTERRA series. They are doing a health challenge in February if you do want to join that. Again, if any of that stuff you're interested in, you can always text 480-490-2019. Tread lightly. You can become a tread trainer at one of our classes that I host so that you can do that if you'd like. But there's also the pickup of trash, and that way you can get into pick up trash so you can get your name into the bucket. The 2021 resolution, it's well underway. Chapter 6 was the real meat of it. That's how to set those goals. That's what we're working on right now. That's what we want in before January 31st. Yes, if you're not in WhatsApp, the link was in your original email back that it says, welcome to the 2021 resolution. And there's a link right there where you can join yourself. If you're having any challenges, again, text 480-490-2019. And we can make sure that you're getting in. If you're coming in now, just understand you haven't seen any of the conversation up. That's the challenge with WhatsApp, is once you come in, you're now a part of the conversation down. Okay, so no stress, but we'll get you guys up and running into that conversation. If you're not part of the resolution yet, do it. Join the resolution, the 2021 resolution. You can join right now. Let's get you in. Let's make sure it's happening. It's closing on January 31st, but please realize, ladies, you meet somebody that wants to be a part of it, they're in. It's going to stay open all year long. I want this group to be a support group to each other. It's amazing what's happening in WhatsApp already. I'm really proud of you guys. I love the chatter. I love the conversation. You see, I'm not jumping in there all the time trying to keep the chatter going. It's not my job. It's everybody's job, all right? And it's not just one person's job. I don't want it to just be one person always continually putting something in there. Take initiative. Start a conversation in the morning one day. Say, hey, what about this? How you guys doing? You know, what's happening? Is there a theme? I can see that we have an animal theme definitely coming, but I want to get that through social media too, so we get some people in social media stirred in and making sure that they're going well. One of the things that we are doing is going to be putting all together, like every single member. We're going to go into regions, and I'll get a group going for each region so that the chatter can start as well among those groups. So I'm excited about that. That's coming up. We have zipper shirts. All the ones that were ordered are now gone. It took us a little bit to get those done. Woo! Thank you very much. But we still have more. Order. They're $19.99, ladies. This is like a ridiculous price for these jackets. I bought them really well, and I'm extending the cost to you. So take advantage of that. Okay. I don't see any questions roll by. Anybody ask a question? Renee, you're never behind in anything, girl. We're always on the gas. So if you have any questions, let's chat and we'll get you up to date on what you feel. But don't stress out. We're always on the fly. So you're never behind in anything. We'll catch you up to anything that you need. And that goes with everybody, especially if you come in, quote, late to the Live at Fives. Don't stress out. You can re-watch it. You can understand what's going on. So there's always the opportunity to catch up and go from there. All right. The best is to text, and then I'll call, or you can call the number 480-490-2019, or email me at charlene@bowermedia.com, or you can always email ladiesoffroadnetwork@gmail.com. So there's 2 different email addresses that I check consistently, and then my main one is charlene@bowermedia.com. And then there's ladiesoffroadnetwork@gmail.com if that's easier to remember. Or the number is 480-490-2019. And we can answer any questions. All right. Hearts, are we out of here? We good? Back to work? All right. Well, thank you all for hanging out this morning. That was awesome. I had a lot of fun on that class. And thank you all for hanging out tonight. And thank you all for being awesome and rad. And I'm really, really proud of you for being a part of the education. That's what Ladies Off-Road Network's core is. That's what we're all about. And that is what I strive to continue to add to. So as much as we get kind of sidetracked in all the fun stuff every once in a while, you guys need to realize that that is my main core. In the background, even when you're not seeing me do stuff, I'm building education. You may not see it right now, but you will see it when it's a big package. So understand that that is going on in the background as well. All right. So y'all are saying your good nights. I appreciate it. You guys rock. There's so much to do. So much to do, so little time, but it's a blast. And I can't wait to see everybody here at some point on a glamping trip. Oh, and February 19th and 20th is our first e-workshop. I am so excited about that. It's a whole day under the Bauer Academy brand. It's going to be an e-workshop with a bunch of businesses talking about awesome things. Talk about education. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Oh. Hold on. Oh. All right. On that note, say bye, Will. Bye. All right. We'll see you later. Have a good night.